Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. Kenneth George is at this Ross University Obesity Symposium at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center, and he's talking about his concerns about the companies that sponsor school-related events, okay? And these sponsors sell and advertise unhealthy foods and drinks. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to have your kids attend these sporting events and not give them money to buy something to eat? No, parents are going to give their kids money to buy something to eat. And when kids are in that kind of environment, they're going to follow other kids and they're going to buy whatever is being offered. And if the companies that are sponsoring the event are there, and they would be there, they are going to be there, because that's why they're sponsoring the event, because they want your kids, when they can get them young, when they can eclipse the minds of children, when they can have kids remember like the Shirley biscuits and the sweet drinks or whatever, they're going to reach for that as they get older. Okay, so it's good to catch them when they're young. So they sponsor these events for their future in the market. Okay, it's something that's planned, it's something that's deliberate. So it's going to happen. These kids are going to be purchasing and consuming these products, and he's talking about an unhealthy lifestyle. Well, where do you go? Because like I said, you can't stop the kids from buying what they're going to buy, and the parents will give their kids money to purchase something when they're out and they're having fun, and it's a time to relax. You know, when you're not in the classroom, it's going to happen. So you have to regulate the companies. You're going to have to get serious when you go into Parliament and you're talking about people cannot talk on social media, even though what they're saying is true. They could be charged. Instead of worrying about what people are going to be talking about, even when they're speaking about things that are the truth, you should more so look at what your children are eating. You should look at that. And this is obesity they're talking about. Okay, the Ross University Obesity Symposium. They're talking about kids having weight that they should not have, too much pounds on their bones. You know, you're walking around with too much weight on your body. That is what you should be talking about in Parliament, and setting up rules and laws to govern and to regulate these particular companies that sell and advertise unhealthy foods and drinks. That's what you should be doing. Now, this guy, Kenneth George, is he okay? I don't know. Every time you see him, he's a chief medical officer, but he needs to probably be a speaker in Parliament and talk about laws to regulate these particular companies. He needs to go in there and talk to Barbadians every Tuesday until it happens. But this is serious. This is serious, because you know that you're suffering from a lot of, what you call it, non-communicable diseases. You know what those combination of words are, and you know what it is, and you know that there's a lot of it going on in Barbados. You know what's going on, and he needs to get into Parliament. He needs to get right up in there and take some people with him who will know more about the subject. Well, he should know all about the subject, and talk about regulating these food companies, the ones that sponsor. They give you a little bit and they take a lot. They give you a little bit and they want to take your children's lives. They want to take everything from them. They want their children. They want your children to tell their children about their products, and they're going to keep on sponsoring schools and sponsoring events because they want your children to be buying their products. You need to regulate the companies. You need to regulate, okay, the companies. You cannot. It's almost impossible to regulate a child in that particular scenario, in that particular circumstance. You're not going to be able to really regulate a child when it's out there and having some freedom and some fun. You have to regulate the adults. Okay? This is Sherry Veronica.